Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tights, you in love with being modest. You a move body giving center views. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you know improve, but you ain't even flexing. And you ain't gotta try too hard. Number one fan, your side, your blonde. Let me think about it side the most. Words cut deep, it's like a swamp. Making me better, you hotter than pepper. You with a big stepper who chasing the cheddar. All of these women, they not on your level. You like a mix of business and pleasure. You a move body giving center views. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover warm, different vibe, you know improve, but you ain't even flexing. 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 But you ain't even flexing.
Hello, hello, hello. It is me again. This is Real Talk with Amiri. Doing another one, y'all. Haven't done one in a couple weeks. Been kind of taking a break. Back on break. Excuse me. I have had a lot going on. Been getting my youngest daughter off to college. She actually went Sunday, Versailles. So, really been trying to make sure that was a smooth transition and kind of cross my T's and dot my I's on everything. Make sure she had everything, and you know, when you have a kid going to college, you gotta make sure you have all these documents. She got quite a bit of scholarships and tuition. I think she got like $114,000 worth of tuition and scholarships paid for. But that's still, you still have to make sure those things check and balance. Oh, well, we need this. Well, we need this ID. We need this document. So just been a lot going on, but she's there now. So that hurdle or that bump, speed bump, whatever you want to call it, that step is done. But yes, y'all. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is just making it through the day, changing, thinking. Life is always happening. Always. Every day, life is happening for someone. For today at work, one of my coworkers came in to work, but um, I could tell something was wrong. But another coworker came over and that sits right on the next wall and kind of comforted her. She could hear her crying, but her mother passed away later on this evening or later on in the day. But she had come to work when she really should have been at home or wherever her mother was if she was in that ill of condition. But life is always happening for everyone. You know, today is me, tomorrow is you. And that is definitely why I think we need to be more connected. More connected, definitely. But today's topic, I believe I said it was going to be what's wrong with America. Whew. And that is really a huge topic. Huge topic. There are so many things that, for me, my opinion only, I see that's wrong with America. There is a lot of disparity between people and classes. Sometimes I've read or watched videos about, classism and third world countries, and we have classism here. And capitalism is not always what it's cracked up to be. But yes, today's topic: what's wrong with America? So many things going on still. Excuse me, cough again. What's been in the news recently? Fire in Hawaii, and there was something I seen about a question of who started it. I seen that, how it started, not necessarily who, but how it started a couple days ago, maybe yesterday, day before, and then I think today I seen where there were investors reaching out to people. Ground still smoking. Can we buy your land? A lot of things going on. A lot of things. But I did find a couple of articles. But yeah, I did find a couple articles. What do you think is the most important problem facing this country today? And this is, I guess, out of 100%, July 2023. 20%, this is what people think the most important problem facing this country today is the government, poor leadership. Because as they say, shit rolls downhill. And I really think that a lot of politics needs to be audited on the regular. We're hearing about things where people are being paid off with millions. Yeah, and we're hearing about people being paid off, getting payments for just being in positions. But I'm pretty sure that happens a lot in politics. But that's 20%, the government, poor leadership, biggest problems facing this country today. 11%, economy in general. Jobs, people finances, I'm assuming, employment. What is an economy? Businesses, retail, schools, colleges, tuition, anything that runs the economy. Money, it has to do with money. Anything that has to do with money, that's the economy. 11%, one of the problems. We have a lot of homelessness. We have a lot of people on drugs, and there's drug epidemic in a lot of places. I've watched some videos the last couple weeks. There are pockets in communities all over the United States where people are just like zombies. That's what they call them. How do we solve these issues? 8% immigration. Problem facing this country is immigration, but this country was based on immigration, so I don't know about that one. Everybody here is an immigrant for the most part, a lot of people. High cost of living, inflation, definitely. And I think I said this before that it's hard for a lot of people to live off of one income as far as your living costs. They're getting higher and higher, and I don't think our employment or our jobs are increasing our incomes to match this. Your rental is supposed to be, or your rental or your housing, your mortgage is supposed to be 30% of your income. And I don't think that's, in a lot of cases, that's true. But we're living in the same houses, brick, wood, roofs, 800 square feet, 1,200 square feet. It's a plot of land. So why is everything, the cost of living, so high? Good questions. Other non-economic factors doesn't say what that problem is. Crime and violence is 5% problem facing this country today. And crime and violence, a lot of the times, I know they don't address that. They just address, oh, we need more police. We need to combat crime with more police, more police. And evidently, that has not solved crime and violence. I think crime and violence comes from you go up this chart, this ladder: economics, economy in general, high cost of living, other non-economic factors, schooling, education. We don't need more police. We need more education. We need more jobs. We need more housing, affordable housing everywhere, not just in the hood. We need affordable housing everywhere. We need better education. And it seems like, I've said this before, some of the more affluent communities, if you want to call them that, because that's questionable. But like Johnson County, Olathe, we don't want you guys out here. And the city governments, we're going to put all the money here. And I really don't know how that works. I need to find out. But then we have this crime deprived community, the inner cities. But then at some point, that crime spills over into your community. So why not let's give everybody the same opportunities, the same great education, the same jobs? How about we educate people on an equal level? And then some of those issues, that crime and violence, high cost of living won't exist anymore if we're more educated and we can get better jobs. Rare relations and racism, that's 5% problems facing this country today. And racism has been around probably since this country started. And how do you combat racism? Education. And it's really like combating ignorance. Because racism is ignorant. It's ignorance. And that can come from both sides. Different people, different colors. I think black people get the worst of it for whatever reason. But race relations and racism.
keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, I know crap low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler.
But race relations, I really don't know how that's going to ever be solved until the people who are racist are educated and understand. Because other races understand I'm the same as you. I can do whatever you can do. I can learn whatever you can learn. Especially if I'm given the same opportunity, I can do whatever you can do. Without question. Oh, they're a different breed. They're, like we used to be called animals and non-human. No, we look the same. We bleed the same blood. But we are different. But we're still human, still the same. What you can be taught, I can be taught too. What you can do, I can do too. Sometimes even better. It is what it is. 4%, no opinion. Another 4%, poverty, hunger, and homelessness. Problem facing this country today. Again, you go up the ladder, you can wipe out the bottom of the ladder. Poverty. We need to fix the economy of people. We need to give more opportunities. People need jobs, education. You won't have poverty, hunger, and homelessness. You wipe out a lot of these things. Ethics, moral, religious, family decline. And I definitely see the family decline because you see the crime and the violence go back up the ladder. So all of this works together. Works together. We want to let social media run the world. We want to let social media run what our kids see, what they do, and it's not doing a good job. What's next? Family decline. Again, the single mother, baby daddy. That stuff just is not good. Doesn't work. It's set up to be a certain way. And how we're doing it is not working. Little commercial break. Go check out one of my Facebook friends' new group. It's called Hits on 5 DJs for artists, musicians, producers. Go check them out. But yeah, a lot of things we're doing is not working. As far as family, people need to be married. You need a father and a mother in the household. Fathers need to be teaching their sons how to be men. Women need to be teaching their daughters how to be women. And men, that's the most important part. I think they can teach a man to be a man and a woman how to be treated by a man. A woman can't do that. My opinion only. Unifying the country, that's 4% facing the country problems. And you can't unify if we don't have all these other things up the ladder. Economy, cost of living. You can't unify with other people if you feel like, the world is coming against you. You can't do this. You can't afford this. You can't send your kids to school. How am I going to think about unifying? So none of this stuff at the bottom is going to work without the top. Judicial system, courts, laws, that's a problem. That's a big problem for certain communities. Not everybody, not the white community probably. Black community, there's more black men in jail or colored people in jail. So that's a big problem for us, but not for others. And again, if you take care of some of those other things, that wouldn't happen. Federal budget deficit, federal debt. I don't even know if that's really a problem because we've always had debt. You know, they spend millions of dollars on defense and other things that I'm not going to say they're useless. We do need to know how to defend the country, but a lot of times I'm sure that a lot of that money is just, it's not really used. We're ready, but I don't know, but that's only 3%. Abortion, 3%. That's a problem facing this country. So, with all of the other problems that we have, the economy in general, other non-economic issues, high cost of living, abortion is a problem when you're not producing more children that someone has to take care of, that the government doesn't have to take care of. So I don't know why abortion would even be on this list, but it's on there. And then there are a few more things. But let me go to another article. It says America's biggest issues. This is from heritage.org. Let's see what they are talking about. Number 1, which America will you choose? It's perhaps never been more important to ask, what kind of country do I want to live in, work in, and raise my family? And see, we should have been thinking about this a long time ago, not today. It should already be established. What kind of America do I believe in? The Heritage Foundation's Genevieve Wood breaks down what exactly is at stake. And who is it at stake for? That's my quote. Is it everybody or is it just a certain group? Conservatives say people should have choices. Progressives say one political solution fits all. And that's no. A political solution cannot fit all because there are rich and there are poor. The solution for me is not for you as well. The Heritage Foundation explains 3 fundamental differences between being a conservative and being a progressive. Let's see. Healthcare is a big issue. Most Americans agree that healthcare system in the United States is in need of an overhaul. But as I have seen, we create the healthcare problem with our food, with our, what do I want to call it? Our environments, with stress. We create the healthcare problem with economics. You know, you have a large portion of people that can't afford this, they can't do this. That creates stress, which creates a healthcare problem. You're not supposed to be in stress every day, worrying about bills and how am I going to feed my family and how am I going to do this. So I don't know about that. America's biggest issues, another one, immigration. Again, how can we say immigration is a problem when America is founded on immigrants? I don't even want to talk about that. Don't make sense. X that one out. Religious freedom. Again, it says religious freedom. A lot of religions are man-made. Do your religion and let me do mine. The First Amendment to the United States Constitution begins, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Fast forward almost 250 years and religious freedom is one of the most pressing issues in American culture today. So how we solve that? Everybody go read the First Amendment. Bam, boom, we good. See, that's dumb. I can't tell you what God to believe in or who you choose to worship. That's an individual choice. Another America's biggest issues, marriage. See, all this stuff is kind of convoluted. Families are building blocks of civilization, definitely, but I don't think we understand that or being taught that or educated about that. There are personal relationships, but they greatly shape and serve the public good. Strong families make strong communities. Conversely, family breakdown harms society as a whole. Excuse me. But why are there family breakdowns? Economics, education. It's all a soup pot, y'all. It all goes together. And it's kind of stupid to talk about them separately. America's biggest issues, education. American colleges and universities are failing in one of their most basic missions to equip students with the tools they need for a career. And if college students are failing, then they weren't probably properly educated in elementary and high school. But yes, y'all, this is just a few of what's wrong with America. We have a lot of crime, a lot of, what's the word? We're just disjointed. We're not together. There's racism. There's just a lot of turmoil. A lot of evil people out there too. Where did they come from? And how do we make better people for the world? We got to start changing how we treat our children, how we educate them. We've got to do better. But yes, this was just a quick talk. Trying to get back on my schedule. This was Real Talk with Amiri. What's wrong with the world? A lot of things. And until we address them honestly, they're going to remain. But yes, everyone, have a good rest of the week. This has been Real Talk with Amiri. Peace.